Hey guys, welcome back to Firefist channel, it's Kai. So today we are reviewing on set 71735, the Tournament Elements set from Ninjago Legacy. This set has 283 pieces, retails for $29.99 USD and $44.99 SGD. Without further ado, let's go on to the review section. Starting with the minifigures right here, we have Jay and Kai, which is basically from this set. So these minifigures right here are actually having their Tournament Elements costume because this is from that particular season of Ninjago, the season 4. And yeah, this is kind of the upgraded ones from Legacy. And I really like it just because of the newly printed symbols right on their ninja robes right there, with a lot of details given to these minifigures. Yeah, it just looks really good and I really like it. Their first face expression really shows that both of them are very stern expression, probably because they're facing against enemies. Both of them has accessories as well, with Kai having a sai right there and Jay having a nunchucks. Otherwise, looking onto the back torso right here, both of these ninjas have their own elemental symbols on their torso prints right there, with Jay having the lightning symbol and Kai having the fire symbol. Their secondary face expression actually shows that they are both pretty happy in appearance, and yeah, that's kind of it for these ninjas. And over here is the ninjas with their mask on. So yeah, let's move on to the next minifigures. So over here we have Izo, which is basically Chan's subordinate right there, with kind of a gangster look to him that I really like. From what I remember, he was kind of the muscles of the crew. And lastly, he has a very nice torso print right there with a nice jacket and a nice tooth necklace. Even more so than that, he has a reference to his Anaconda tribe with a nice belt over there as well. His leg prints right there also has some very nice kind of keychains and just different metal parts to which make it really awesome. And his accessory here is actually kind of a bone axe, I would say, that has been introduced in Ninjago before, all the way back from a season 1 set, I think, the one with Whiplash over there and Shrug, if I'm not wrong. Otherwise, he also comes with a very unique color for this mohawk right here, the one in black in color. And yeah, his face print is also one that I really like just because of his nice snake tattoo on the left of his head, his blind eye, and his snake tooth. Yeah. And this is the back torso for Izo right here with a nice Anaconda symbol at the back. And that's it for this minifigure. Next we have one of the two best minifigures in this set, Jacob and Gravis, which are both elemental master, with Jacob being the master of sound and Gravis being the master of gravity. So these two minifigures over here is one of my favorites just because, like, look at them, they have basically exclusive parts to them, all the way from the afro piece on Jacob right there, amazing hairpiece I would say, and yeah, each of them has very nice torso prints as well. And just looking at Jacob, he has a nice guitar accessory, and Gravis have kind of like a spooky looking energy force or gravitational force piece right there to him, which gives kind of a nice vibe as well. So specifically looking at Jacob first, I guess his face print is definitely exclusive to his minifigure. Honestly displays his very goofy characteristic, or very goofy character I would say. He has a nice bucktooth, a nice beard there, and also a nice star sunglasses. His torso print as well is also very nice, with a very kind of vintage looking British colonial like costume to which as well, and also he has a nice pearl gold epaulette to his top of the torso. And yeah, he is also the only elemental master with a short legs. To the back of the torso, you can also see some of the printings for the particular costume that Jacob is wearing, and his secondary face expression actually shows that he's kind of annoyed. And that's it for Jacob. Next on for Gravis right here, he has more of a snake whisperer kind of costume similar to the one introduced in the CMF series, and I really like his red ropes right there and the, I guess, gravity symbol in the middle of his belt, which just makes it really nice. And this is the back of his torso with more of his ropes in the back as well. Other than his red turbine, beneath it you can also see his secondary face expression that actually shows that he's probably concentrating and trying to gather all his gravitational force for his next move. Yeah, he was one of the more special elemental masters I would say, because he can actually float as he wants by controlling gravity, and I just find that really cool. And yeah, that's it for this minifigure. Now let's move on to the next one. So for our last two minifigures over here, we have Bilobal, the Master of Nature, together with his kind of, I guess, plant bow, plant staff right there. Yeah, and also on the right we also have the Master of Energy, or otherwise known as the Golden Master, or the Golden Ninja, Lloyd right there, with his 10th anniversary kind of costume or edition right there. So he actually has armor, but I'll put this on after I kind of talk about his main torso piece and the back prints. So anyways, talking more about Bilobal first. Bilobal is what I would call the most caveman looking elemental master of all, and also definitely one of my favorites. I think he is a close second after my favorite elemental master, the speedster Griffin Turner. But yeah, just looking at his prints right here, it's really special in appearance, and honestly probably the most unique one of every single one of them, the elemental masters generally, just because like if you look at his plain body right there, he actually has a lot of different tattoos right there that, yeah, you don't usually see. It looks very tribal in appearance, and he even has kind of a feather right there that represents his nature symbol, I think, as his elemental symbol right there. He also has a nice strap across his body, and towards his leg prints right there, there's even more details with a nice green rope right there and some minor ropes on his ankle as well that just make it very nice. This is actually the back print of this character, and yeah, just more details right there as well, with some plants coming out of his back pocket and even a small pouch at the end as well, which just gives a very nice touch to this particular minifigure. His first face expression actually shows that he's kind of angry in appearance, and he also has a scratch on his near his eye area. The second one actually shows that he's smiling. Yeah, all in all, I just really like this minifigure. Next on for Lloyd Garmadon. This is probably one of the best Ninjago figures I've ever seen or had, because first of all, the tile right there for 10 Ninjago years is just something I really like in general, and I feel like it's really a good thing that LEGO has done this. And I really wish that they would actually do this for Harry Potter as well. From what I heard, they will be doing, there's rumors that say they will be doing kind of, I think, 20th anniversary like for Harry Potter this year, since it's 2021 and Harry Potter first appeared in 2001, which coincidentally is how old I am actually. But yeah, anyway, just looking at this, yeah, it's awesome for it. Its face print right there is nothing much, but I really like the hairpiece in general. It has that nice green bandana, and the torso prints right there with the dragon print right there, the talons, and just different details on his robe just works very well. And even looking to the back, you can see the, I guess, the energy symbol or Lloyd symbol in general at the back, and yeah, that's very cool. The secondary face print actually shows that Lloyd kind of has a smirk on his face, unlike the first face that actually shows that he's kind of angry. And honestly, that is kind of it for this minifigure. So let's just show you how it looks like with armor on, and end off with the minifigures and go on to the set design. So here's how Lloyd looks with his armor on. Pretty cool, I would say, with his nice golden katanas, and that's it for the minifigures. So now for the main set design right here, before I move on to all the details on the first floor and second level, I thought I'll go more on this action feature first. So how this particular small gadget works is basically you move it around like that, and allows whatever minifigure that you put inside to have the spinjitzu kind of patterns to which. And yeah, it's just a nice gimmick to have honestly in this set, and I really like it because it gives some play features to this particular set. So as you all know, this is not the first Tournament Element set. Some years back, old Tournament Element sets came along, and that was the first one with Carlo, Griffin Turner, Kai, and some other minifigure, I think, Kapow or something like that. But yeah, this one is really different in design, I would say, and it's a nice addition to get with new elementals masters such as Bilobal and Jacob right there. And the concept to which is a little different as well, just because the last one actually had kind of a pit trap hole in the middle whereby you can pull a lever and then a minifigure drops down. This one right here is more of a display set, I would say. It doesn't have a lot of play features, but in honest opinion, I really like this much more than the last one. Like, in terms of just display mobility wise, this is a bit like much more better than that, because like this panels right here, actually you can fold it down when you don't want it to be up, and I just really like that. There was no other choice for the previous Tournament Element set to do this kind of thing, and yeah, that's why I like this more. Otherwise, looking at the first floor in general, if I zoom in to the particular part of there a bit, you can see that basically it's really cool in appearance with the different pillars right there and this staff right here as well, with a dragon kind of physique over there. And otherwise, there's also nice stickers over here that basically has kind of a katana right there and a nice snake symbol in the middle, and I really like the stickers. Otherwise, looking to the middle, we also have some jade blades. So to give a bit of context, the elemental masters were invited by Chen to kind of do this thing whereby all of these elemental masters are fighting for a award or a reward by Chen later on if they win. But they all were being tricked because all Chen wanted was all the powers, and in the end they had to group together to fight against Chen, and that was this jade blade thingy was the item that they were all fighting for during matches. If they get it, they win that particular match, and yeah, that's kind of it. So you have different kinds of jade blades right here. There's, I think it only has been introduced in the set so far with different sizes and different lengths. There's a katana, there's a small dagger right there, and yeah, I just find it really cool in appearance, and I feel that this katanas can be used by a lot of different minifigures in different kinds of situations. Now on the first floor, there's even more katanas, which I will talk about later on. Looking at these potteries right here for this particular set, honestly what I really like about this is just because they reference towards the tricks whereby Chen uses. So during the tournament elements, basically, as I said, the elemental masters compete for jade blades, but what you don't know is that if you didn't watch it, Chen actually hidden a lot of them inside different kinds of like places, like you can't see them naturally, and the elemental masters basically have search for every single spot. And yeah, this may be one of the spots whereby the jade blades were at. So if you open this up, there's actually a small space right there that you can hit a jade blade. And I feel that Lego has done a really good job in referencing that and just Chan's treacherous kind of nature through this. And yeah, I just really like it. Otherwise, as you can see, the bottom floor right there is more of where different kinds of items are hidden, or different kinds of jade blades are there as well, with some jade size right here, and you can just swing it around with this mechanism, so that's quite nice. And different kinds of jade blades of different sizes in the middle as well, which is quite a nice touch. To the right, you also see some natural parts with this nice plantation over here, and in the middle, two parts right here is where it gets a bit more interesting, just because over here there's a reference to one of the episodes whereby rollerblades were involved. So in that particular episode, rollerblades were involved because basically the Elemental Masters were having a racing competition to a certain extent with rollerblades, and to give a summary, Lloyd was basically being targeted throughout that whole episode by the other Elemental Masters, and he had to fight the Master of Form, I think, Camilla, which is so far the only Elemental Master that has never been released in physical form. So yeah. Otherwise, this book right here is special just because it has not just an anacondrae reference to which right here, it also has, if I'm not wrong, this is the spell which Chen was basically referencing at the end of the Tournament of Elements series to how to make themselves into actual anacondrae. Spoilers, it's by using anacondrae sweat or any kind of compound in their body, I think. Although this is a sticker, honestly, this is a really cool reference to it, so I really like it. And yeah, just looking at this set, honestly, it's one of the better Ninjago sets, I would say, or like Ninjago kind of temple set, I would say. Maybe kind of biased because I have to say Serpentine War, that particular season, and this season of Tournament Elements is by far one of my most favorite, which is why you see me buying this set and reviewing it. So yeah, but it's just so cool, you know? Like just looking at the different elemental masters right there, and yeah, the minifigures are just amazing, and I really like the different concepts to which, and just the references towards like Chen's nature, and yeah, a lot of thought has been going into this set, and that's why I really like it for what it is. So in terms of just giving this set the rating system right now, I would say the statics 10 definitely, because there's a lot of nice stickers right there, and overwhelming amount of jade blades used right there as well. So Lego was definitely not like going easy with this set. They probably did not consider much for the price ratio or anything like that, I would say, because like there's a lot of unique pieces and just yeah, the characters, I would say the minifigures probably need a lot of work to them to get it this accurate, and even providing us with a nice 10th anniversary figure. All in all, very impressed, and therefore the statics is at that particular rating. Otherwise, next on for the price to piece ratio, with 283 pieces at $44.99. Honestly, it's pretty good. Each of the pieces is around 15 cents SGD. And yeah, it's not that expensive as compared to usual price to piece, I would say. Just a bit slightly higher maybe. So I would actually give this an 8 just because of different of the unique figures, first of all, that is counted as one of the pieces, and also like the nice usage of pieces right there for the pottery and the different kinds of jade plates of different sizes that's given this set. So an 8 in terms of that. And lastly, for functionality wise, as usual, I'm counting in terms of what it is. First of all, as a display set, it definitely works out because like every single thing here is given in thought, and just a lot of details are given, and I really like it. And even more so in that play features are already given in the set. So yeah, excellent right there with this small little play features right here that allows children to basically play with. All in all functionality, I would give it a 9. So yeah, with a 9, 8, and 10 is a score of 27 out of 30, which is basically an A rating. Well done to whoever who made this set. Yeah, excellent work by Lego, I would say. Am I biased a bit? Maybe I am, but yeah, this set has been something I really wanted for a really long time ever since I saw it. So I'm just so glad that I have it right now, and yeah, that's my final rating on this. I hope you have enjoyed the video so far, and if you like it, please do subscribe. It will help me a lot. And yeah, that's all for today. Ninjago quit. See you on the next adventure, and bye guys.